So the very first thing I'm going to say right out of the gate is if you have a death pile, why are you sourcing? If I could just make like a big banner and a sign like that, um, that that's like my motto. Like if we have a death pile, that death pile needs to be down to a workable queue before we are actively sourcing. That is my opinion. That'll always be my opinion. So a workable queue to me is about anywhere from 3 tops 4 weeks of inventory in a queue ready to, it's processed, ready to be listed. That is a workable queue. That is not a sack tied up in the corner, and I might get there sometime. That's not a workable queue. That's not. So if you have a death pile, please address your death pile before you are continuously sourcing, because it will kill your business off. So I've seen it happen. It's not good. So please make sure that if you have death pile, we are sourcing from the death pile. That's my if everybody follows that, they will be well off, much better of a resource sourcer later. So we need to define what your sourcing model is. Is your sourcing one where you have a budget? Do you set yourself, I have this many dollars to spend a week, where I can only spend $10 this week, or I can only spend $20 this week, or whatever it is? Do you have that where it's just your set amount? Or do you take your profits and source with that profits? Do you have, we have to have something to kind of give us a little bit of a guideline on what we're going to spend on sourcing. The minute we just free for all source, it's an issue. So also track how many items you're sourcing at a time. So I need to know, am I sourcing enough items? That's my biggest problem a lot of the times is, am I sourcing enough to get through to my goals? So I keep track of how many items I source every time I purchase things. And by item sourced, which is also for our cost of goods, to me, that's a individually listable item. So if I buy a lot of 10 and 5 of them are no good, I sourced 5 things. I did not source 10 things.